All right, bet. Hello, everybody. It's me, Soul Treats. Excuse the weird angle. Um, but yeah, so today we're in the kitchen. I'm gonna be making a veganized version of chicken pot pie. So, low key doing this off the top, so we'll see how it goes. Also, I'll post a picture of everything that's going into this. But I'm just going to start cooking because that's my business. All right, so first I'm gonna take my garlic. I did about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. I'm a garlic queen. If that's not your thing, there we go. I'm a garlic queen. If that's not your thing, boom, that's your business. And I got my onion as well. Okay. Now, I'm gonna tilt y'all back down. I know you can't see me, but bear with me, y'all. Okay. So I got my oil in my pot, nice and sizzling. That's on purr. While the oil and the garlic and onions is doing this thing, I'm gonna grab some of my seasoning so we can season the house down. Where is child? Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a little bit of onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder. I did those the wrong way, did the reverse. So one of my main goals is gonna be to get this nice and seasoned and flavorful. So as my chicken substitute, I'm gonna be using both jackfruit, which I've already had pre-marinated, and I'm gonna use some oyster mushrooms. I'm also using my homegirl. I'm in my homegirl's kitchen currently, but I'm gonna just use this as well. We got a little bit of, so because I'm not using actual chicken, some of the things that I'm using are mimicking that chicken flavor. So I'm adding just a little bit of lemon pepper. We're gonna deglaze the pan a little bit, cause it's been sitting here for a little bit, so it's a little. There we go. So we're gonna turn this. I like to use a good medium heat, and then we're gonna finish adding our seasonings and things. So the way that I like to season my preliminary things that I'm seasoning, like the onions. Your mirepoix, if you're using like carrots, celery, and onions and everything. I season that first because that's going to be the base. And then what I'm going to do from here, as always, a little bit of slap your mama. Now, slap your mama is one of my preferred spices. If you don't like spicy, use a little bit less than I did. And of course, part of everybody's, as they do on the YouTube, something I think everybody should have is freshly ground black pepper. The flavor, in my opinion, is just way better than the pre-ground. And then my friend had some of this Chicago spice. I'm in her kitchen currently, so I'm just using what I got. So we're gonna add a little bit of that in there. Okay. Now that we got that nice and seasoned, your onions and garlic then cook down just a little bit. This is my jackfruit. This is about 2 cans of jackfruit that I had marinated and put in the freezer for a little bit because I didn't know when I was actually going to use this. Pour that in your pot. And for my jackfruit, I like to warm it through a little bit. Get those flavors nice and melded. I'm gonna take it back down a little bit. So as we're going cooking this a little bit, I'm gonna be adding just a tiny bit, like, you know, half a ladle to a ladle full of water, just to kind of keep it from burning and stick it to the bottom of the pot. While this is marinating and doing this thing, I also have my king oyster mushroom. When I'm trying to mimic that chicken texture, the jackfruit gives you like the shredded, nice, cute look. But I learned this from somebody on YouTube. I'll put that down in the comments for y'all. But they took the jackfruit and they took the oyster mushroom, so I've been using that as my base because I like the way that the texture feels. So we're gonna add this a little bit later. I'm gonna add just a little bit of nooch, which is the nutritional yeast. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I'm just looking for a little bit of that umami flavor in there. Okay. Where is, there it is. What I'm also about to do, oh God, I'm showing my whole tummy. There we go. I'm gonna make a nice little stock using the no chicken base from Better Than Bouillon. Can y'all see that? So I got my water already boiling. I'm gonna just throw a tablespoon in there. So, for all intents and purposes, since I'm only using this chicken stock for this particular dish, I'm gonna just go on and use the same spatula. And voila, you got you a nice cute little vegan base. Okay. So now I'm going to add a full ladle. And a half. Oh. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm just keeping my bouillon on the back burner on low heat. This is at a nice medium heat. Okay. We're gonna give this a stir. Pick up all that flavorful goodness on the bottom of the pan. And then I'm not sure if y'all can see, but this is what it looks like. Get it nice and heated through. And then what I'll usually add towards the end, I'll go ahead and add in my mushrooms. Okay. So what I'm gonna do here to let everything kind of meld and get those flavors going together, I'm at about 2 ladles. Two and a half ladles. And I'm gonna stir that together and then let everything come together on its own. Amen, hallelujah. Okay. Now while this is doing its own thing, let me turn this back up to medium. You said you still have butter, the vegan butter, in the fridge? It's in the freezer? Okay, that's nice. Alright, so I'm also going to use, while this is doing this thing, getting all nice and mingled, introducing themselves to each other, I got the Earth Balance vegan butter. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. And again, use what you got. My homegirl had the Wegmans white whole wheat flour, so that's what we're going to be using today. Get out a quick stir. All right, so I'm going to go off camera for a second. And I'm going to cut this however much I'm going to use. Oh, here we go. Tablespoons. So I'm going to use about 3 tablespoons, so about this much. Put her back in the freezer. Then I'm going to grab Okay. Now I'm gonna grab my mixed vegetables from the fridge. Nothing too fancy, Food Line brand mixed vegetables. What I did, I got the one with the green beans, corn, carrots, all that good stuff, and the sweet peas. I'm gonna use about half of this, if that. Okay. So I'm gonna just eyeball this because I got a small pot. Now, because these are frozen, they're not gonna take that too long to cook. So you're gonna have to move a little fast. But the majority of your cooking you're gonna do right here in the pot. Okay. What is this? This is the front one. Okay. Bet. Where's the? Here it is. This ain't the lid that go to this, but in this household, we just gonna use what we got. So I'm gonna let this go, do its own thing for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, you're gonna wanna prep your bowl. So this is like a nice little casserole dish, whatever size you have is the size that you have. So what we're gonna do, actually no, I'm gonna do, so normally I would butter this. For today, we're just gonna use a little bit of olive oil. Make sure you have clean hands. Pour a little bit in there. And then just make sure you grease it really well. So you want to make sure you get the sides, the top, or not the top, but the sides, the bottom. So like, as y'all can see, I'm just getting everything, make sure it's nice and together here. All right, bet. So our pan is ready, pretty much. I need a napkin. Let me grab this right quick. If you hear me talking to somebody in the background, that's because I'm at my friend's house and she is graciously letting me use her kitchen while mine is being renovated. All right. Okay. Now for the end part of this, we are going to be putting this in the oven because it's a pot pie. So obviously we're going to have like a crust on top. So preheat your oven, whatever you're using, whether it be biscuits. I'm using croissants. Yeah, just preheat your oven, have it together and ready. What we're going to do, we're going to make like something that's going to make this a little bit thicker. I'm tall, y'all. That's why I'm bending down. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this a little bit thicker and a lot creamier. So what we're gonna do from here, I'm gonna take equal parts of butter and flour, the flour that we had earlier. So like I said, I did 3 tablespoons worth of butter. So I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons of, brain fart, y'all, flour. So I'm gonna measure that out. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so we got our whole wheat flour. No particular way you gotta do it, just, you know, put it in there. Actually, I think I'm only gonna do 2 tablespoons of the flour. Actually, I'll do 3. Okay. So normally you're gonna mix the 2 together. In this particular instance, what I prefer to do, I'm gonna stir in the flour first and then add the teaspoons of, or the butter a teaspoon at a time. Now normally, this is something that I like to do with certain dishes, just to kind of brighten the flavors a little bit. Mind you, I'm not a chef, y'all, so don't come for me. But I know a little something. So what I'm gonna do is, now that we got that all nice and incorporated and mixed, okay. So currently, I'm not sure if y'all can hear that or not, but you can kind of tell when the water, or in this case the broth, is coming off the bottom. So I'm gonna just add another little half ladle. Okay. Now we're going to continue to mix this, get everything nice and well incorporated. But anywho, back to what I was telling y'all about. So normally what I'll do to kind of brighten the flavors right before I put it in the oven is I'll add a little bit of lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice, lime juice will do just fine, or any type of like acid. Okay. Now at this point, before you put everything in your pan, or your dish rather, I'm gonna do a taste test, make sure the flavors are where I need them to be. Hold up. Sean, can I borrow your taste buds real quick? Can I borrow your taste buds real quick? Okay. So this is what we're working with. It's
Okay.
looking nice and pretty.
Okay.
This is my homegirl, 7 Shades LLC. Boom, like that. We're gonna take just a little bit, get you everything you need. Nice high.
I like it. Okay.
She serving what she needs to serve.
Very bad. Very bad.
Okay. So my homegirl, Miss Sean Sunflower / 7 Shades LLC. Both on Instagram.
Period.
Follow her. So she's gonna be my taste tester. Like, this is my first time doing this. I'm doing this kind of like off the fly. I wanted to do something and make a video for you guys because everybody had been asking. Pretty much what I'm doing now, you don't want to like completely cook this because it's gonna go in the oven for a little bit, but you want to give it enough time for the flavors to meld and everything. I'm gonna just give this a quick taste. Ooh, bitch!
It's good.
Oh my god. It's giving very much realistic chicken flavor. Baby, I done did it again. So basically what we're doing now, we're just waiting on it to thicken up just a little bit. So my preference is usually, I'm gonna lower the heat a little bit so we don't get over. Now, before y'all come for me in the comments, y'all didn't see me add salt to this because a lot of the seasonings had salt already and the jackfruit was pre-marinated with salt. So with that being said, I don't do a crap ton of salt because that's not good for you. Or what Tab say, that salt spirit, that salt demon. Okay, so I'm gonna give this one more nice little, because the oils come back down. Okay. So, I need another napkin. Okay. So this is pretty much at the, well, almost there. It's not quite the thickness I want it to be. But you want it to be just under the thickness that you want it to be, because when you put it in the oven, it's going to thicken up a bit more. So now, one thing about me, we don't waste food, baby. Not in this household. So, yeah, I do get about as much as I can out the pot. Now, if you're extra, you can put like some butter and a little bit of flour and make you a gravy to go on top. I am short on time currently, so we're not going to do that today. But for those of you who have the free time and want to do it, plenty of flavor, plenty of deliciousness. All right. Now, if you didn't know, the Pillsbury Crescent rolls are actually accidentally vegan. So these are the ones that I'll be using today. I recently found out that they have Hawaiian bread flavored ones. I'm not sure if those are vegan or not. but we will definitely find some and do it. So what I'm gonna do now, and this part's pretty easy. All you really have to do is whatever you're using, whether it be biscuits or, you know, crescent rolls, or if you do like dumplings, however you want to do it, you're just gonna take it and lay it on top. Now, this actually might be a little big for this tiny pot, but we'll see. Let's see, that'll do. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split it in half. Okay, yeah, so it's good that I did that. Because ooh, damn it. And I'll just put one right here. And then one right here. It's overcrowded just a little bit, but that's my business. Okay, so I didn't use the whole thing. It's still like 2 croissants left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take, oh, y'all can't even see it, my bad. Damn, that's hot. Okay. So this is what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the oven. Now the croissants usually take about, I think they do like 9 to 11 minutes or something like that. So I'm gonna go with 11. Did I do it? Okay, so in this particular case, I'm gonna set it with my phone. I don't know how to use her thing, so hold on. All right, so my baby's out the oven, fresh out the oven. I'm gonna give her about 10-15 minutes to cool down a little bit. And then me and my homegirl are gonna enjoy us a little bit of vegan chicken pot pie. All right, party people. We got Miss Sean's sunflower. Get into the plating,
It looks
period.
so good.
This is the finished result. I'll post the actual like pictures of when it first came out on my Instagram. But let's just the first taste test.
Okay.
Let's see what it hit for.
It looks good. It smells so good too. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. It's good though, from what I taste already. Woo. Okay, hold on. It's too much.
Yay!
Yes, that's legit.
That's the sunflower stamp of approval.
It is so good.
Period. So tell us what you're getting on your palate. Take us through the journey that's happening inside your eye.
I'm tasting the sweetness from the crescent rolls. It tastes like chicken. Like I'm getting very chicken, very that. pie since I was a kid. Wow.
Oh God, we taking it back to childhood, y'all.
Yes. Remember that scene in Ratatouille where everybody had to leave the restaurant and then he made the ratatouille for the food inspector?
Yeah.
This is what this reminds me of.
Oh, period. Oh, girl, you got me feeling cute.
This is really good.
This was literally off the top of my head.
Wow.
So I was like pot pie, and so for those of y'all that don't know, I've been telling her and my homegirl at I Am China White that I was gonna make this pot pie forever. So I was at my homegirl's house and I was like, let me go on and do it.
Do it. You've been
wanting to do it. But yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. This is good.
All right, y'all. So y'all got the taste test. Let me I'm gonna taste a little bit myself, and then we'll see what I'm feeling. Okay, so this is. Can y'all see? That's what mine look like. Sorry. So let me taste it. Let me see. In the words of my good sis Sean Sunflower, let's see what it hit for. Okay. This is hot as hell.
Very that.
Excuse me smacking y'all. Bitch. Y'all ever taste something that you done made? Excuse the, I got stuff all in my beard. Right, I'm like, I was nervous. For real, because I was like, it was off the top of my head. I don't know what usually goes in pot pie. I know you got like the flour and the butter and like, you know, the biscuits or crescent rolls, whatever you got. But baby, okay. Purr. I'm weak. That's how you know it's good. She would have got some more. I'm genuinely shook. That's what happened when the plan come together, bitch. So this was cute. I'm gonna do some more of these for you guys. Because I got plenty of stuff that I want to veganize. So let's get it.